Do you know that you have been manipulated for the longest by these people? You know, Abi, no. All right, stay back. I'm going to break it down for you to understand where and how these people have manipulated us for a long time. These people have been known for a long time to be activists. And then something I must warn each and every one of us, not just them, but each and every one of us, it is very dangerous if you are publicly known to be fighting a good cause, to be fighting a positive cause, and then somehow, somewhere, hatred, envy is seen in your character or is seen in your traits. Almost everything that you'll be saying can be watered down. Almost everything you have been doing can be looked with a different eyes. And then, if you can't lie and you manipulate people, and the people can't find out, most of them might not tell you that they know you are deceiving them. Most of them might not let you know that they've discovered the truth. They will just look you like fool. And you know that's even more embarrassing. It is a big shame. Say you tell person something. The person don't say wait till they tell and a lie. But the person just do say, okay. And that is the state that these people are putting themselves in. Because they're allowing hatred to drive home their point. They're allowing hatred to wave away their sense of reasoning. Imagine, for instance, me and person get beef. But let's say, for instance, I hate this particular person for a particular reason. Do you know that if I hear anything negative about that person, even if not lie, I feel just automatically assume say not true in drum. For instance, now person remember what I carry for mine, I person my enemy now, for instance. All of a sudden I come here and say this person good thief. Immediately I will say yes now. Look be him again. Normally go down now. I don't automatically judge him without hearing the true story. And this is what played out here. Many of these persons were not even in the courtroom when that thing happened. They were not even there. They didn't even want to pay attention to listen to both sides. They didn't even want to pay attention to know what exactly really happened. They just automatically assumed because there was already hatred in front. So there was no other reason to pay attention to good reasoning in that state. And they automatically just assumed that this was the case. You can imagine how they are so convinced about what they are saying without being there. Person tell you say, and that's why I like my person. If you tell me about somebody, don't say I don't believe. I feel that you say, okay, I don't hear. But I like to find out for myself. If you like, condemn that person for all you want. I like to find out for myself. I like to give myself that benefit of that. Let me find out from that particular. And when I'm having a dealing with that particular person, I will not bring forth that thought or that impression that someone gave me before about this particular person. I will treat this person as a neutral person. Let me find out for myself if truly what they said is true. And in most cases, it turned out to be a lie. Somebody go and just push a particular propaganda. The other person's explanation is different from what this other persons are saying. How? Now, to prove that these people have been propagating this particular hatred and making sure that this thing goes wrong among their circle. Someone has been in their midst before that listened to their kind of conversation and was ashamed that this thing was coming out from these people's mouths.
This thing is not just, it's beyond what you're saying. It's not just what these people are coming online right now to display. Envy is too much. I was close to joining these people and being part of their group and all that. But when I see the hate, when I see them speak, I was with them. When I heard them speak, and the kind of hatred that these people were exhibiting. They were speaking from the place of anger, place of hate. I said, no. I can't be part of these people. I can never be part of these people. That was why I disassociated myself from them. Because when you keep moving with people like this, your mind will be corrupted with hate. There's one Prince Will of a guy. I can't remember his name. Prince Will. There was something he said the day I was with them. I was like, bro, why? And this is a case that you don't even know about. You don't know about this. You don't know what transpired. I know this. I know about this from the beginning to the end. I know how it happened. All of a sudden, he made that casual statement, and I looked at him. I was like, no, this is coming from a place of hate. I asked him, this is you're saying, are you sure of it? He said, yes, I know what I'm talking about. I'm sure of what I'm saying. I just said, no. I left, and I never wanted to be like, I told myself, I'm not going to be part of these people. I'm not going to be part of what they're doing. Anytime I see myself in the midst of these people, I will just be on my own. If it's protest that links us together, fine and good. But anything aside that, I am not going to associate myself with this kind of people because their mind is filled with hate. Just look at what this guy came out and said. And he deleted the video according to what I saw because the video is no longer in his page. He deleted it.
Now, how una think say this particular person go dey look una? Now when don't know, especially when he even using hand ask some of una questions where he know the truth, but he ask una about una just choose to one twist them and he's shaking head. At what point did we get here? And many Nigerians who automatically do not like VDM, automatically just assumed and inherited the hatred. Then just talk. Una too no one find out. Una too no one even hear what happen. Automatically, viam. Normally now, so he go down now. He want collect glory. He want do this one. Was he there? You are accusing him that he made a statement that he is sending Marshal back. All of una, almost all the videos all of that don't do. Now almost the same statement that they make. When you say una don't even watch the video where now person tell una say see waiting. So what if that person manipulated that information to give you and you did not even go back to check? Someone said, Barrister Marshal is coming back to the country to continue the case he's fighting. It is too bad that he's not going to stay back with us to continue the enjoyment. Let him go back and face the case that he wants to face. And then they said, Barrister Marshal, go where? Something like that. And then people assume that he said, in the send down. And because of that, you did what you did and embarrassed yourself in this particular. Now you just showed that you are all looking for a particular glory in this case. You are not looking for justice. You are looking for glory. It's even a shame that even the Justice Crack himself and even his wife will allow this shame to happen. From the background story over the year, they say that Justice Crack wife now involved Barrister Marshal. At what point do you allow these people to manipulate you to the point? See the way you've been they cry for courts. You don't allow these people use una. They push and fight nonsense agenda. This same person is coming out that he wants to be a House of Rep member in his constituency. Is this how you intend to be manipulating people? Because already this is one of the traits of our Nigerian politicians. To manipulate the story, to gaslight the people and make them feel like they don't have good sense of reasoning. They are not understanding the true situation. And throw bomb for a particular place, government fee contest, not be bomb and knockout. Is this the way you want to be manipulating stories? It is obvious that the God. And I just let me warn you. You see this inheritance of beef. You know start from here. And if we're not careful, we go pass on to the next generation. It's a very bad trait that we are inheriting. You go you just hear something about, let's say for instance, you grew up hearing something about a particular tribe or a particular religion or a particular denomination. For instance, there are people who don't like Catholic Church because of what they heard about the Catholic Church. Someone who just had maybe a bad impression about a particular Catholic, not the Catholic Church entirely, but a particular Catholic, just because this particular person had a bad experience with the Catholic Church, or because of this person's personal belief against the church, the person will just project it to other persons. Sometimes even pastors and sometimes even preachers will just project it to their own followers. And then now when you go one go reason, because they believe and they trust in who is telling them, they automatically will just inherit it. Anybody who then say be Catholic, now so they go hate and they go. The same thing applies to religion. Because somebody tell you something about a particular religion, you know, go take your own time, observe these people. In most cases, if you have a direct experience with these people, your experience will be different. You see that statement of say everybody from a particular state now this everybody from a particular tribe now this they behave. I don't always fall into that school of thought. I always have this belief that there must always be a different person among them. There must always be that one person who is different from them. This hasty generalization is generally affecting us. You know, like particular person, then tell you see what this person do. You know, go find out for yourself. You go say yes now. You two don't begin the charistic. Where in them go breaking head join. If we don't start correcting this now, we'll end up passing this nonsense to our next generation. May God help us. Shalom.